What should I do? What do people like to watch? What car should I review? Is that the right thing to do? What if I'm not good enough? For the longest time, I've been struggling with content. You see, I have a dream to build a successful YouTube channel with millions of people enjoy watching my videos. Maybe some of them will get some inspiration to start doing what they love. But to be very honest with you, I'm starting to feel that struggling, thinking, over planning is starting to feel like a sorry excuse. An excuse for me to not start. Waiting for the perfect car, the perfect content, perfect weather, perfect person, the perfect gear. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to build a channel with 1 million subscribers, and they better fucking start now.
What's my eyes like? It didn't let me open. I'm like, it kept on changing. Once when I was sleeping, I felt like I was flying in the air. I felt like I was a wave.
DJI camera, one take. So where do we go from here? What's the plan? Man, we've been doing short contents, short videos on other platforms for 4 years. And sadly, in Malaysia, you can't make a living doing short videos. Even though you are gaining views, you're not going to get paid doing videos. Now that's a problem. I think it's about time for us to focus more of our energy here on YouTube. When we can do car contents, we can build cars, we can do drift videos, and we can make a living out of it. That would be a dream come true. Well, there's a lot of talking. Let's do something together. If you look behind me right now, there's a bike waiting for us to test it out. The bike that you are looking at right now is the prototype version 3 from Nakau. The brand Nakau means naughty in Malaysia. The brand Nakau is started by this guy. His name is Mark. The crazy thing about this is the first few version is actually started and built in the founder's apartment itself. So now with a manufacturing partner, they've been improving the product day by day, and this is the version 3 that we have in our garage right now. Now there's no engine in this thing. All that is running is a battery, a very powerful battery, and a motor. Now this is not the final product yet, but let's go and test it out and see what this thing can do. Now currently, it's not finished yet, but through an app, we can actually see what's the battery level and whether the battery is functioning properly. If there's anything abnormal, there will also be a notification here that tells you, that alert you. Now we have 30%. Are you ready to go for a test ride? Now to operate this bike, right, is like the easiest thing ever. You just need to turn on the key, turn on the ignition, and currently in the prototype there are 3 options. This is low speed, medium speed, and high speed. So let's start from medium because the high speed is a bit scary for me. Now, how to ride this thing? Brakes, throttle. Here we go. The crazy thing about this, right, is that the battery can last for quite a distance. So no petrol. Okay, so you save cost there. And then because it's battery power, right, it's EV, right, the power comes instantly. So when I rev, the power just comes. There's no delay, there's no wait, nothing. And it's so light, so nimble. And it's really fun for me. It's very suitable for city ride. They're trying to make it legal on the road. They're undergoing tests and stuff. But I guess just from this video itself, you can see how fun this bike can be. Relax on it. There's also no sound, so all you hear is the sound of the wheels turning and the motor spurring. Let's try the high speed. Oh, that's scary. Shout out to Knockout for lending us your prototype for the testing. My girlfriend tried this bike as well. She's not a rider. She rode bicycle before, but she never rode a motorcycle before. And within the first try, she was a bit nervous, but during her second try, she actually rode this bike around the Taman, and she was saying she had so much fun riding it. Yeah, what do you guys think of the prototype version 3 from Knockout? Let us know in the comment your true, honest feedback. Maybe about the design, maybe the sound, anything you can see from this video. Comment so that I can forward this and show this to Knockout team for them to do further development and improvisation. Let's do a quick tour, shall we? These are mostly our friend's car. And this is best car lah. This is a Minimoog that was used in the military to transport food back in the war era. This is a MX-5. It's a open roof drift car. This car is for sale, by the way. It will be one of the most unique car because you can actually open the latch here and the roof can be open and you can drift without the rooftop. It's a bit tight for me, but for those of you, maybe lady drivers, or let's say you are more skinny, you might be able to fit in this car. This is the car that started us in drifting. It's a Corolla KE70 running with a 4AGE 20 valve. It's the car that started us in the drift scene. And we sold this car to Nikhail Neil, who is currently doing some big projects. So make sure you check him out. Shout out to Nikhail Neil. This is a A86 Trueno, our friend's car, just sitting around. And then here onwards is our cars. This is my BMW E36. We've been building this car for about a year, and there's so much that has been done to this car. As you can see, I bought the latch, but for some reason the string has been extended for over the course of 1 year use, so it doesn't really work with the badge. But we have a DIY solution. This clip from a seat belt can actually be used as a latch if you use it like this. There you go. So this is actually a drift and street built car. That means I want to bring this car to not only events, but also if I want to bring this car out for a weekend drive, I can still use it in that way. That's why this is not a track car. It's actually meant for on the road. Looking under the hood, you will notice something missing. Can you tell what is missing? Yeah, it's a radiator. We broke the clutch fan at first due to the engine mounting, and then after fixing the mounting, the bushing and everything, it broke again because of a loose clip. So this clip right here, although it looks like it's still quite new, it's actually quite worn out. So after breaking the second fan, I decided, you know what, let's get a E46 fan. We have custom bracket and we mounted this fan for E36. So this engine is a M52B28 engine, but we have changed the intake to a M50 intake, which is said to increase the horsepower by 5 all the way to 15 horsepower. Nothing much has been done on the engine side. However, everything else that requires to be changed has been changed. One of the things that we have changed immediately after buying this car is changing the suspension. Now I'm using a China brand, but it's been okay so far. There's not much issue after maybe about 5 to 6 drift event. Now right after changing the suspension, all the bushing has to be replaced, and then we also work on the wiring of this car. It's a work in progress, so there's still a lot of things that can be improved. And then of course bringing the car for a full body paint at Halo. It's a custom paint as well. That's why it's like the factory red but slightly brighter. And then when I bought this car, only 2 out of 4 doors work. The left side you couldn't open and close it, so now it works. Yeah, man. Body kit, not yet. As you can see at the side here, I'm planning to fit this M3 body kit, which was initially from my spare car. We repainted it and we are going to replace it after I crash this car, which I hope it's not so soon, but who knows when. And then I bought this spoiler. This is also from China. I think it's about 300 ringgit. It's quite cheap. And then also fixing all the power windows, all the doors. Now that door actually works. It's just locked at the moment. Changing all the doors and stuff. And then we also add an alarm system to the car because I want to drive this car very badly on the road. Now if we look at the e-brake, this has been custom as well. This is very grassroots because we didn't do anything much. We just sent this to our friends in Seremban, P1 Race Fab, and they custom help us to extend this a bit longer. And then basically how this works is, in normal days when you want to drift, it doesn't lock. But when you pull this button right here, see this little button below, now it locks. Bucket seats for the driver side, passenger side not yet. Why? Because budget issue. Yeah, so that's pretty much about this car. Now this is Silvia S15 equipped with a 2JZ engine. This is actually a fully full spec drift car for competition, and it's owned by Bear. We're not going to talk about this because I want to save this for the next video. Let's talk about the car behind. What's happening to this E46? Well, the engine is out. We brought this car to a drift class, and then one of our students overheated the car. But yeah, things like this happen in drift class, and that's why I'm actually planning to retire my E36 from drift class very soon because I want to enjoy the car. I'm tired of fixing the car all the time. Yeah, so you see the engine is out. We did an overhaul with our friend from SS Work. Took out all the parts, cleaned up everything, bought the gasket, everything. So we are waiting for a few loose parts to arrive before we assemble it back to the car. Here, this is my E36 spare car, or you can also call it a donor car. So whatever that my car needs, a lot of them actually come from this car. And that is why our friend from Top Performance say that my car is actually a Frankenstein, because other than very limited parts, okay, other than a few things in the car, maybe the body, even the body kit come from this car itself. So this is my donor car. Maybe we can do something crazy about this car in the future, but I'm not so sure yet. Wirings are not usable, but there are still some things, like for example the boot, the doors can come in very handy in future when I start to go a little bit too crazy when doing drift tandem. At least I know I have spare door if something happened to mine. Well, so that's the start. I know this video can be quite random and it's very spontaneous, and you're right, I'm still trying to find my direction for the channel here, and there's a lot of things I need to explore, that I need to try out before I know what works and what doesn't. For example, mute your phone, the video, in the footages, in audio, even in scripting. As I'm typing this right now, as you are watching this video, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe this video blows up, maybe it doesn't, but I hope some of you actually got something from this video that is interesting for you. Maybe you learn something, or maybe you get to know us better. Well, this is our start, our journey from 0 to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. If you're still watching until now, thanks, man. Starting the first step is the hardest step in the entire journey. This is our first step to doing a content, even though we have no idea, even though we don't know what to do. This video will be the reminder that just start, just do it. Doing it, having little progress is better than having no progress. This is the start of our channel, of our journey of building a car channel with 1 million subscribers on YouTube.